The UN says Friday, February 10 is International Day of Women and Girls in Science. AIMS Ghana, UNESCO's Category 2 Center of Excellence, commemorated the day in 3 regions, Accra, Kumasi and Tamale, with a forum to improve on the role of women and girls in science towards achieving the SDGs.
AIMS Ghana and its partners organized the forum to mark the 2023 International Day of Women and Girls in Science. This year's event took place concurrently at 3 locations. There's a conference room at the University of Ghana, Legon, KNUST in Kumasi, and UDS Nyankpala campus in Tamale. It had more than 500 participants from women's group, universities, and senior high schools. The objective is to help increase the involvement and active participation of women and girls in science in achieving the Sustainable Development Goals. This year's theme is bringing everyone forward for sustainable and equitable development through ideas, innovating, demonstrating, evaluating, advancing, and sustaining. In Tamale, the focus was on the career of a woman scientist and researcher. It was delivered by a lecturer at the Tamale Technical University for Applied Statistics, Dr. Hanifatu Mumuni Napari. The talk was on the challenges and potentials of Ghanaian women and girls in science. In Kumasi, there was a panel discussion on women in science mentoring girls in science. The Accra panel was made up of Dr. Winifreda Yimpobila Atia at the Department of Physics and a senior lecturer at the KNUST, Madame Sheila Achia, an engineer on African Development Bank infrastructure, and Ms. Doris Adam, energy analyst on energy access at the Ghana Energy Commission. They discussed achieving the SDGs in Ghana, the role of Ghanaian women in science. Panelists urged girls in science to be bold.
We are girls in science, we are supposed to be brave. So when you are a girl in science, whatever you learn, you're supposed to go out there and use it innovatively to start something. I want women and girls to take the leap of faith, to get to a place where women who have gone through and are at the top can mentor and hold the hands of those down there and bring them out. Because when we're continually doing that, we'll be churning out to great women in science that are doing impactful projects, that are doing projects that are changing the world, that are doing projects that are benefiting people around them.
I will not tell you that I didn't have fears. I had fears. But then I believe that I'm more brave and fear cannot limit me. And in all, do not forget God.
Some participants said they have been motivated to study hard in their chosen fields of science.
I realized that as a woman and as a girl, I can do a lot of things, and if I don't have fear in me and if I have determination, I can actually do a lot of things, and I've been encouraged.
I can say that I've been inspired because we've heard of so many women in science, but it's very nice to see a practical view of it today.
I know that now I can venture into any field. I know that a woman in science, I can do anything that I put my mind to. Yeah.
I really enjoyed how the panelists told us about how women can actually do things in our society, even in our homes. So it gives us that kind of push so that we are able to take steps, not in fear, but in faith, and be able to pursue our dreams as women.
Officials say a communique will be issued to address pertinent issues limiting the efforts of women and girls in science in achieving the SDG targets.